Hey guys, Ray from Love Your RV. So I'm back with an update on these Mopeka propane tank sensors that help measure the level in the propane tank. So I got them during the winter there to help me keep track of the propane, and so I could know when to empty the tank or fill the tanks. And one of them failed, so I had an update video on why it failed. I had used it on a tank that got really frosty, and right after that it quit working and it would eat the battery within hours basically, so it became useless. So my guess was some moisture got in on this circuit board and shorted out this chip, because the chip was suddenly drawing a lot of energy and it would eat the battery. So I thought, maybe to protect these I would try a conformal coating. This is an MG product, silicone conformal coating. This is quite popular for trying to weatherproof electronics. I could see a lot of videos on it where drone guys were trying to DIY drone builds. They were coating their circuit boards with this to protect it from moisture. Anyway, I've done this was the dud, so I've done a actually test on it. You basically dip it into this and you just carefully apply it to the board. Now I didn't want to get it anywhere near the battery here, the battery thing, because I would, if I got it onto the metal there, it would cause the battery not to work properly, bad connection. I didn't want to get it anywhere near this little switch or anywhere into the plug. So I was pretty careful about it, and you can see it's kind of got a bit of a bluey tinge to it. I don't know how close I can get with the camera, but anyway, it's coated all around the leads there and covered them. Here's the other one, so you can kind of see the difference. If you look at the chip, it's quite black, the uncoated chip, and this chip's got like a little bluey tinge to it. So I just practiced on the dud, and I'm just about to do my remaining good one. Now Mopeka was good about it. When I emailed them or contacted them on their website, they say they'd send me a replacement out right away. So here's my new one from them. But one interesting thing I did notice is over here now, this was the old cover. See the two there. This one now has a thing that says vent, and there's a little bit of material here, and it has like a hole through the other side. So they've actually put a vent in there, and my guess is that's to stop what happened to me from happening. Anyway, I'm going to carefully coat the new one anyway, and the working one I have with that, and then we'll do a test. I'll actually take it and try to repeat that test with the frosty tank. I remember when I was powering my propane fire, that's when it happened. I guess propane fire puts out a lot of BTU to power it, so the tank got quite cold, and then at the bottom it all got frosty. So kind of repeat that test and see if it fails. Okay, I think I got a pretty good coat on them. Did it outside here. A little bit breezy today, because this stuff's kind of nasty. You really don't want to breathe it in. You want to use a respirator if you're doing it indoors or something, but with this breeze I think I'm okay. So we'll let that dry. It takes about 10 minutes to be kind of tacky dry and 24 hours to cure. So we'll come back tomorrow and give her a test, see if they're working still. Okay, so I've let them dry a good 24 hours. It appears the chips are pretty well covered. You can kind of see it looks kind of like a shellac. Got the batteries back in and tested them, and they're working, they're receiving. So I'll go put them back on my tanks and make sure they're working properly. They also sent me out another tube of the little grease that they want you to put on the pads, the sensor pad here, that kind of rubber pad right there. I guess it just makes better contact with the tank. Oops, magnets are attracting each other. Looking good, looking good. Got one tank says 100% and the other one's at 30. That's about right. One tank is full and the other one, kind of weighing it with my arms, it is about a third full or so. So it'll be a good test today because actually we just got a bit of snowfall here. March 14th. Little snow, but it'll quickly melt away. But I think I'll wait till tomorrow to do my propane fire test. I want to repeat exactly what I did to kill the sensor before. So stay tuned. Okay, so I've had the fire going for a good half hour here. And the tank's starting to get frosty. And still working. You can see this is a driver's side tank. And it's showing 16%. You can see the frost that builds up on it. I don't know if you can see that. Last time it died, I had a frosty tank like this. Actually, probably a little bit more frost. But this happens when you're out and there's a little bit of humidity in the air and it's still cool. Time you would actually have a fire. There we go. So we'll let that dry out and see if it continues to work. Okay, so everything dried out and I got the tanks back hooked up and everything's reporting properly. So it looks like it's working okay with the conformal coating on there, but just a word of caution, if you decide to do something like that, you're probably voiding your warranty. But I think it was worth it to me because we do camp in some coolish conditions. I don't want them to fail again. Till next time, this is Ray from loveyourrv.com. If anything goes wrong with these, I'll update you again. Cheers, folks.